Today we're going to take a look at combining like terms, and we're first going to cover some of the ground rules for combining like terms. Terms must have the same variable part with the same exponent in order to combine. So for example, 3x plus 2x plus 4 plus 6. I have two terms that have an x, they can combine, and two terms that are constant terms with just the numbers, they can combine. So when I combine this, 3x plus 2x gives me 5x, and then 6 plus 4 gives me 10. So this combines to be 5x plus 10. If you have a term with powers, they can only combine with other things that also have powers. So in this example, this x squared, there's no other x squared terms, so that can't combine anything. But this 2x can combine with x, which remember is really 1x. So that would give us x squared plus 3x plus 7. Okay, you get the idea? So let's look at some that are on your work page. I'm going to do 3 with you. Okay, take a look at question number 3. I've got this twice on my screen because I'm going to show you an alternative way of dividing this up that might be helpful. Up till now, we've gone through, and this term at the beginning doesn't have a sign, so we know that that's positive. And then whenever we see a subtract, we've always gone through and add the opposite. And there's another one over here, add the opposite. So you see what I'm really doing here. I've got a positive 1n, a negative 10, positive 9n, and negative 3. Another way to do this is to actually just box the different terms. So this n at the beginning is positive. Then I've got the negative 10, then a positive 9n, and then a negative 3. So it gives me the exact same things to combine. Just remember that what the sign that goes before the number is the sign that belongs to that number. Okay, then I need to combine. So here I have 1n and 9n. So that's going to give me 10n. And then on my constant terms, I've got a negative 10 plus a negative 3, so minus 13. Okay, here's the next one that I'm going to do with you. Notice there isn't a number here. This means there's really, the parentheses is being multiplied by negative 1. Okay, I'm going to box the terms just like I did before. So this is a negative 2n, this is a negative 1, a positive 9, and a negative 10n. Only the parentheses is just being affected by the negative 1. So the negative 2n is just going to stay the same. Negative 1 times 9 gives me a negative 9. And negative 1 times a negative 10n gives me a positive 10n. Now I can box these terms. Got a negative 2n, a negative 9, and a positive 10n. I'm going to combine my n terms, so a negative 2 and a positive 10 gives me 8n, and the negative 9 doesn't combine with anything. You'll also notice here that when there was a negative in front of the parentheses, all it really did was change the sign of everything. Multiplying by negative 1 changes the sign. One more for us to work together. This has two sets of parentheses to distribute, and if you want to, we can box up these terms on the inside. So I've got this 6m, and I've got this negative 3, and I've got this positive 1, and I've got this positive 4. Okay, first I'm going to distribute. So the negative 9 distributes over these two terms. So negative 9 times 6m gives me a negative 54m. Negative 9 times a negative 3 gives me a positive 27. Then do the second set of distribution. 6 times 1 gives me 6, and 6 times 4m gives me a positive 24m. And then I can box this, or by this time you should be getting the hang of what it goes with what's in front of it. So my negative 4m can combine with my 24m, and my positive 27 and my positive 6 can combine. So negative 54m plus a positive 24m gives me 30m that's negative, because my biggest number was negative. And then 27 plus 6 gives me 33. And there's my final answer. Okay, you're going to do the rest of the combining like terms on your page in class today, and any that you don't finish, just finish it up for homework, and we'll post answers tomorrow.